this guy really has no shame. He secretly started seeing another woman just to chase some excitement behind his wife's back. But secrets never stay hidden forever, and his wife eventually found out by accident. To save his marriage, he knelt before Shuang begging for forgiveness. He thought that as long as he apologized sincerely, their marriage could be saved. But Junfeng underestimated how determined a woman can be to end things. The deeper their love once was, the deeper the hurt became. Even if she forgave him, that wound would never really heal. Junfeng still believed he had just made a small mistake. He even felt his wife hadn't really lost anything. He promised that once he returned home he'd never repeat the same mistake again, and that their child wouldn't have to suffer because of it. For the sake of their daughter's childhood, he thought his wife should just endure it. But Shuang could no longer tolerate a husband who lied so easily. Since she insisted on getting a divorce, Junfeng realized there was no way to repair their marriage. In the end, he broke down in regret and apologized again. Even though they would no longer be husband and wife, he hoped they could still be friends. One person's mistake ended up bringing pain to both. Before his affair, they had been a loving couple, but now nothing could go back to the way it was, since they hadn't finalized the divorce yet. Junfeng often came by claiming he was just visiting their daughter and stayed the night. For her child's sake, Shuang chose to tolerate it. She still couldn't bring herself to tell the little girl about the divorce, so she pretended everything was fine and played along. She thought that once she filed for divorce they'd finally be done. But Junfeng couldn't stop wanting more. He lived with his girlfriend yet still kept an eye on his wife. He couldn't stand seeing her talk to another man, so he approached them with jealousy written all over his face. Shuang didn't back down and greeted them calmly. She even handed Yura a cup of coffee with a smile. Seeing his wife so unfazed made Junfeng feel bitter inside. Once everyone went into the theater, Shuang sat next to her male colleague, and that made Junfeng feel even more uncomfortable. His girlfriend couldn't resist adding fuel to the fire, saying that the man next to Shuang looked quite charming. No wonder his wife wanted to watch a movie with him. They really did look good together. Hearing that made Junfeng's heart twist in confusion. After the movie, when he saw them leave together, he couldn't help feeling jealous again. Watching them get into a car brought back old memories. He remembered those moments when he and Shuang were close like that. Those were the days he missed deeply. Yura noticed everything and made sure to provoke him more. The more he thought about it, the more restless he became and started drinking alone. He even lost sleep over it at night. He couldn't stand imagining his wife laughing with another man, so he went to confront Shuang again, accusing her of wanting a divorce because she had feelings for someone else. Hearing that made Shuang furious. After all, he was the one who did wrong, yet he was blaming her, especially since he was openly living with Yura now. But Junfeng claimed she'd already been too close with her coworker, and demanded to know why she wouldn't just admit it. Tired of being falsely accused, Shuang decided she didn't want to argue anymore and turned to leave. But Junfeng stopped her and brought up their child, saying she only cared about romance and ignored their daughter, and that she should give up custody. He even said Yura could be a better mother.
나은 엄마보다 더 착해? 착하고 양심적이라 유부남 아저씨 욕했어? 어디서?
The fight ended with both of them walking away upset. Only then did Junfeng realize he had misunderstood his wife. He lowered his pride and apologized sincerely. But from then on he couldn't find peace. He kept imagining Shuang and their daughter spending time with another man, while he was obsessed with his wife.